Welcome to Season 2 of Maxing Normal on Eastern Sun, Diablo 2, the Diablo 2 Eastern Sun mod. Last season we got to level 69. How was that possible? How can you get to level 69 in normal difficulty? That doesn't make any sense. So now we can get everything in normal difficulty. Now all the levels were gained. Now we just had to look at all the items. Now we're gonna start with the jewels, I guess. Yeah, the jewels were pretty good. Sweet. Yeah, 69. Wow, 175 stat points remaining. I just never used those things. So today, now we already looked at all the skills. We learned how to level up in normal difficulty. Now let's look at the items. What were we going to start with? There's so many items in the game. What are all the stats? The jewels. What are the best stats on the jewels? What are the best levels to get all the stats? What are you supposed to do? Where is all the information about that? Here we go, there's all the information. Now, how do I figure out how to get the jewels from Act 1? That's what? Oh, there we go. That's a whole lot neater. Yeah, wow, it looks really nice. That'll work. Now, the other stuff. Now that we have everything set out, wow, it's just going to confuse everybody. What about to the side? There we go. Now we got all the prefixes and the suffixes of the jewels organized. And then what about to the right, maybe? Where are we going to fit all the other stuff then? What about there? We still have to set this up. I'm still organizing things over here. What if we add the level, the requirements, and the rarity, make it smaller? And then what about the... There we go. Yeah, now we could make it smaller, and we added requirements and the other things. And then, oh yeah, what about the next level? Let's add some information about when you can get the next best stats on the item. There we go. So now we have the level your character has to be to use the items. And then the rarity, the item rarity, how rare that stat appears on the items. And then the next level, if there is a better version of this mod, can it spawn on something else? Probably. Yeah, and then just the name and the stats, and then what level it spawns on, and then some notes that are empty. So then now maybe we could look at the jewels of this series, and then the charms later, and then the rings and the amulets, and see. Yeah, what about the ring? Where was that ring? Maybe later we could answer that question, like, where are the best rings in the game? You have to go to the end of the game, right? All the good plus skill rings are at the end of the game. That's the best chances to get them. Probably no. It's probably Act 2 or Act 3, right? Yeah, Act 3 or Act 4. Act 3 or Act 4 in normal difficulty is the best place to get the plus skills rings. To get the +1 to your class skills, and then +2 to off skills, and then plus an aura. Wow, because of this ring, it's only requires level 30. It's not even a hell difficulty ring, and it boosts my defense by 145%, up from 5,000 up to over 9,000. What? How does that make sense, Terrell? That has to be from hell difficulty. It has to be a rare ring. No, it's only a magical ring. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Wow. And then the other ring, +1 to Amazon skills. If you go to the higher difficulties, maybe it dilutes it, and then you don't get these as often, probably. Wow, if only that was a magic ring. That's just such a sick ring. Oh, and then the charms. Yeah, are the charms any good? What are all the stats that can roll on the charms? Are the best charms at the end of the game in hell difficulty? Oh, probably not. What about the jewels? Yeah, the jewels is this episode. The jewels is what we're doing here. Why are we talking about charms and rings? That's later in the season. As Melee Source Hardcore was out slaying cows in the Lost Cow Farm, she got an urgent message. Melee Source Hardcore, come to me, I need you. I need your help. I need your help. Come back to Act 1. Now, it's urgent. I'm killing cows, Deckard can. I have to kill more cows. There's still cows everywhere. There's still lots of items on the ground. I have to pick them up. I need you to identify them. No, Melee Source, come. Come to Act 1 now. I need you. And then Melee Source Hardcore went. She's like, what the heck could Deckard Cain want in Act 1? I'm busy killing cows, Deckard Cain. What is it? Melee Source Hardcore, I need you. Good thing you came. I have a new task for you. It's the jewels. What are the jewels, Melee Source Hardcore? I have to know. What are all of their powers? What levels do they get unlocked? What is the best level to get all of them? If you're looking for specific stats, I want to know, how do I get the magic find jewels? How do I get the gold find jewels? Where are those, Melee Source? I need more information. Go to the Act 1, Bloodmore, and the Den of Evil. Let's start from the bottom. Those were the easiest gems to identify. I don't really have any knowledge about them at all. So I need you to go and bring me gems or jewels. Yeah, bring me jewels and I will identify them and add them to my logs. I need to fill my books. There's many, many jewels out there. I need to know everything about them. And then we set it to player 7 so that they dropped more jewels for Deckard Cain. And then immediately Source was off. She was back to Act 1 again. It's like, what could you do in Act 1? You could just go to the end areas, just go to the cows, just farm the cows all day. That's where all the items are. What about the jewels? The jewels are good here too, right? If you're just looking for magic find and gold find. Look at all the gold that's dropping already. So the melee source hardcore cleared the Bloodmoor. Is there any enemies? Yeah, she cleared the Bloodmoor. And she turned every loose rock over. There wasn't anything. And then Melesaurus went back to town. Said, Deckard Cain, I searched all of the Bloodmoor. I searched all of the cave. There was no jewels anywhere. There wasn't any jewels. Where do I go? There wasn't any jewels anywhere there? Wow, they really are rarer than Melesaurus hardcore. They really are rarer than I thought. Jeez, go to the cold plains. Go look in the cold plains for jewels. See if there's any there. Now go, Melesaurus. Go find me the jewels. And then Melesaurus hardcore seen it. She's seen the jewel on the ground that Deckard Cain was looking for. This must be it, she said. These were the jewels he wanted. I must look for more then. I'll see if there is more. I found one already. I just got here. And a dragonstone. Oh, nice. Yeah, and there's dragonstones too. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, back in the day, if you were a sorceress, you could teleport behind the wall. Yeah, and then nobody could find you. Wonder what it looks like from the other side. Can I see your character or what? How does that work? Is there anything secret back here? Any secret stuff? Here, Deckard Cain, I found some of those jewels you were looking for. You wanted some jewels to identify, right? You said you wanted to learn all about them. Yes, Melesaurus hardcore. Did you bring me some? Here, put them in the Tome of Identify. I will identify them. You got a level 2 jewel. Wow, amazing. Perfect, Melesaurus hardcore. It's exactly what you wanted. That's the formation. Now transmute the first cube, the first jewel, into the Tome of Identify. Wow, perfect. It actually worked. It identified what did you get? Barrel jewel. Item level 2. Can be inserted. Poison resist 12%. Barrel jewel. Perfect, Melesaurus hardcore. I'll write this down. Keep that one. Now put the next jewel in. Perfect. Yes, just like that. A level 3 jewel. Wow. This one's going to be more powerful. Melesaurus hardcore. I cannot wait to see what this one does. Camphor Jewel of Infamy. What? Wow, it says 2 mods on it. 2 mods. What was the other one? Poison resist. Lightning resist. Camphor and Envy. Wow. I'll write those down too. Thanks, Melesaurus hardcore. You said you had one more jewel. What was this jewel, Melesaurus? Where did you get this one? Item level 11. You couldn't got that from the Cold Plains. No, Deckard Cain. I got this one from the Bloodraven. Yeah, the Bloodraven. I killed Bloodraven. It wasn't her. I got it from one of her minions. There was some boss pack in there. Level 11. Wow. This one's going to be crazy then. This one's so much higher than your other ones. What is this one? Jewel of Wrath. Holy moly. Plus 7 to maximum damage. That's a good jewel, Melesaurus hardcore. Thanks. Wow. Now I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 different mods in my logbooks. How many different modifiers are there at these levels? I must know the answers to all of these questions, Melesaurus hardcore. What can you do? What are they? I must know everything. And then you can move on to Act 2 probably. There's probably not even that many mods. You can probably get pretty much everything in Act 3. Act 3 is probably one of the best places to go. Or Act 1 or Act 2 if you're looking for the... Well, no, I didn't learn about those yet. Okay, yes. Melesaurus, now go find more jewels. What is the next place? Is there more jewels in the stony field, in the dark woods, and there's still the Black Marsh out there, Melesaurus, in the outer cloister, in the inner cloister, in the catacombs. What jewels does Andariel hold, Melesaurus hardcore? She must have amazing jewels. She's the end boss of the act. What jewels does she hold in her lair? You will have to go run through Act 1, Go find all of the jewels. Go bring them to me. Tell me what they do. See if you can get every single modifier and tell me. And then we can learn to craft the ultimate jewel. What is the ultimate jewel you can craft in Act 1